A homeowner tasked with paying a $10,000 water bill.
A retired Eastlake couple had a 4-month period where their water bill spiked. We're talking $12,000.
A woman's water bill is more than $17,000.
Sabre Errol cannot understand why the City of Atlanta's watershed department will not remove her $9,600 water bill.
A small business owner fought the water company over a big bill. He lost, he appealed, then he lost again, but the home in question didn't even have a water line.
It was a kangaroo court, to be honest.
That's how a frustrated business owner and Atlanta City taxpayer describes dealing with the Department of Watershed Management's appeals process. In an email to the higher-ups at DWM, Jeff Raw of Revive Construction Group called the appeals board's decision to make him pay a nearly $30,000 water bill criminal. Let's go back to where this saga began, an empty lot in the city's East Lake community.
We bought the land several years ago, and there was no home here. There was no water meter.
Jeff Raw has been building and renovating in the city of Atlanta for 20-plus years. He has a routine.
I started my process. I ordered the water meter.
Department of Watershed Management installed a standalone water meter October 4th, 2022.
When that meter was installed, there wasn't even a foundation at that house. So there was nothing for them to connect to.
It was 2 months before Revive Construction even began to build a home here. But before the dirt was even turned over, the water meter was apparently hard at work. 1 month after the water meter was installed, an $8,899 water bill arrived. That's more than 300,000 gallons of water in a single month. According to the EPA, the average family of 4 only uses 400 gallons. Bills for an empty lot with no connection to the water meter poured in at these numbers for 5 months, finally coming to almost $30,000. Department of Watershed Management sent someone out to take a look. The utility's own notes read, "Meter isn't connected to the house." It also said no leak was found. When the water meter was finally connected in February 2023 to the newly built home's plumbing, the water bills plummeted to $13.12. Still, Atlanta Watershed Management denied a bill readjustment. Revive Construction appealed.
We never used water from our meter. We used water from our next door neighbor to rinse tools, and that would be the only water that we would have needed.
One board member said there are only 3 options here: use of water, loss of water, or theft.
Because there's a period there when nobody is out there. You know, your workers are not out there, nobody's out there, and an unscrupulous character who know that you're working on the site. You know how people are?
They seem to ask a lot of questions about theft, as if they felt I was somehow in the dead of the night connecting to this water meter, filling up buckets, 1 million gallons of water, and taking them somewhere.
Again, he's being charged for using more than 1 million gallons of water. That's what this looks like. This swimming pool holds about 10,000 gallons. 1 million gallons would be 100 swimming pools. So over a 5-month period, this would be like someone sneaking onto this property every weekend and stealing 10 swimming pools worth of water. Somebody certainly would have seen that, right? So we asked the next door neighbor, did he see or hear anything? And he said no. In fact, he never even saw any sort of sign of a water leak, like standing water or soft soil. So we went directly across the street to another neighbor, the East Lake Golf Club. If 1 million gallons of water came anywhere near their manicured greens, that would set off alarms. The Fox 5i team called them. Did they see anything unusual? No.
I think we would have noticed that.
In a last-ditch effort, after nearly a year of communicating, the contractors appealed to a higher-up at the Department of Watershed Management, begged them to review the board's position.
It was my Christmas miracle.
In an email from the utility, it was admitted that the balance was from a water leak caused by the Department of Watershed Management. Once the leak was addressed, the corrected balance was $219.29. Big difference. But that relief was short-lived.
I get a phone call from the Department of Watershed Management that they have escalated it to somebody higher up in the legal department and says, we will not honor that.
A spokesperson for the utility told the Fox 5 I-Team it was a mistake. The nearly $30,000 bill stands.
I'm a fairly calm person by nature, but this has gotten me, I feel like it's extortion.
Now, one board member, Roseanne Maltese, didn't seem happy with the decision to deny the bill readjustment. She even asked the city lawyer if the board could look at, quote, extenuating circumstances that could impact this situation. She was told no. In the end, she voted to deny a refund and did it, and again, I quote, very, very sadly, she said.
Well, I hope so.
She felt bad about it.
Yeah. Okay, so what does he do now?
He can take the case to Superior Court. In fact, we've done that story before. And when you do file to take the case to court, which the appeals board will tell you is an option, then the water department pushes back and responds, you can't sue us. The board left the listener to suspect theft. Yet there is no proof of this whatsoever, just complete speculation. Again, I'm going to repeat this. The I-Team tried to figure out how this water could have been stolen. The math shows us that someone had to sneak into that neighborhood with lots of traffic and homes and steal 10 swimming pools of water once a week at night when nobody was watching. That is why he was denied. Speculation about a far-reaching and frankly curious possibility.
Wild.
I think that all government is a waste of taxpayer money.